Hi, it's Debbie, Positively Debbie. And I'm sorry my dogs have started into a barking fest right after I started this video, so I'm sorry if you hear a lot of barking, and I have no idea what they're barking at. I think they bark just to hear the rocks rattle in their brains. Because there's really nothing to bark about. It's been thundering. They may be barking at the thunder. My hair looks good. I just noticed that. My hairdresser is really good. Jordan is her name. Manager at Regis if you ever want to go see her. Anyways, so this is day 1 of my 30-day challenge that I've given myself. So I'm going to post a blog post every day for 30 days, and this is my first video to post with my blog post. So tomorrow night, as you all know, I have signed up for Stampin' Up! Because Close to My Heart kind of went by the wayside. Not that I wanted it to really, but it did, so I'm giving Stampin' Up! A try. So tomorrow night is our meeting, like for all the demonstrators, and they have a card challenge going on. So I made this. This is what I made for the card challenge, but it didn't really turn out quite like I liked it. And you can only use like current Stampin' Up! Products, and I don't have a lot of Stampin' Up! Paper, like a lot of Stampin' Up! Cardstock or anything, so I am making do with what I have. So I'm going to redo this one, and I thought I would show you how I'm doing it. So I'm using the Jewel Tone cardstock pack from Stampin' Up!, which has a lot of cute colors in it. So I like that pink. I really like that pink. And the bright green. And that's the Jewel Tone. That's the greenish color that I'm using. And the darkish purple. And then the light pink. So that's the Jewel Tone paper. And I'm using the Coffee Cafe paper pack, which is just awesome. I love this paper pack. So you have the hearts, double-sided with the polka dots in the back. You've got the coffee mugs and the coffee cups, the coffee beans on the back. You have arrows, coffee leaves. You've got the blue, what are they, like a herringbone type paper with brown coffee leaves on the back of that. And I think, oh, this one is one of my favorites, like little, like you spilled your coffee or something, or the bottom of your coffee cup was wet and it made coffee rings. I like that. And then it's got greenish stripes. So, and I think that was it. So I like that they have some blues added to the color, and then they've got the brownish with the wood grain on the back. But it's a really nice paper set. I really like it. And then I'm going to use basic black, soft suede, and old olive. And I made sure these were all current ink colors, and they are. They're in the catalog. So I'm good to go. So I cut all my pieces down, and I'm going to turn you around now so you can follow along with me in what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Down, up, down. There, I think you can see it now. Okay, so here's my card base, 8.5. I cut it at 8.5 by 5.5, and then scored at 4 1/4. That's your card base. Okay, so then I cut these down. I think it was like 4 1/8 by like 3 1/8. I'm pretty sure. So I was gonna put this one at the top, and then flip this one around. This is the reverse side. And flip that one around. Nope, that wasn't the right. This one, well, one of these was, maybe they were both the same size. Maybe these were them. So there was this one. Yeah, I think this was them. Okay. Yes, this was them. Okay. Here we go. Ah, darn it. I moved all my pieces. Alright, I gotta figure this out. Okay. So I've just been using my Tombow glue, which I am not sure is Stampin' Up, but all I have. So sometimes you gotta make do with what you have. And I really like the Tombow glue. So I'm going to put this one at the top, line it up so I have a little bit of a border. So really this is all just a bunch of paper piecing because I don't really have a whole lot of products now to do any fancy techniques with. So almost did a boo-boo and glued that on the wrong side. So making a video and trying to pay attention to what you're making is kind of hard. So that's going to go up there like that. And then I cut a piece of paper. I wanted to put a little pop of blue in this one. No, I didn't. I wanted to use the hearts, the green hearts. I think the green hearts are pretty. But I don't think that was the right one. I think it was this one. Okay. So I have just a thin 1/4 inch by a 4/8 inch strip to go across the middle of my card, just like that. Just give it a little bit of a contrast. Okay, now the card challenge showed 2 strips going down, a little rectangle piece, and I guess you could stamp something in your rectangle piece, or I'm not quite sure. But, so I went and I put all my pieces in a pile, and I had them all separated, so now I've got to figure out which ones went to my card. Not that one, too big. Not that one, not that one. Maybe that one. Maybe that one. Was it that one? Nope, too small. Well, it's in here somewhere. I think it's in here somewhere. I didn't knock them down, did I? Nope. There it is, that one. Okay, so I have that one cut down, and then I used... Okay, never cut your paper and then lose your paper pieces. Just not good. So, which one did I have? Was it the wood green? Nope. Oh, it was the back of this. Oh, duh. That's where this one went. Okay, so this one's going to go on here. So I think I cut this one at about 5 inches, and then I cut the contrasting piece just a wee bit shorter, like maybe 1/8 of an inch shorter, so it could have a little bit of a border. There's my blue pop. I know I was going to have a blue pop. Gotta have a little bit of blue in it. Unfortunately, I don't have ribbon, I don't have any of the twine, I don't have anything to tie around my card, but that's okay, we can make do. Okay, so that's gonna go right there when I get that done. And then this piece I think I cut this one down at about, I want to say, like, that was 5. This has to be like around 4, probably around 4. And then this piece was cut just like about an eighth of an inch shorter. So, and I really like that wood grain. So the cool thing about the Stampin' Up! Paper is paper piecing is so easy to do because the papers coordinate so well. I really, really like that. Okay, I used my Stampin' Up! Trimmer, of course, to cut all my paper down. So that is going to go like that. And then I'm going to glue that piece kind of right there in the middle of that one. And then I have my my rectangle piece, and I have a piece of white cardstock. And I thought instead of using another piece of coordinated paper, actually first I'm going to get these laid down so I don't lose them again. Okay, so we're going to cut this all the way down. And I'll write all these directions in my blog so you know what I'm doing if you can't see it too good, which I'm way out of camera, aren't I? Let me tilt you up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Okay. There, I like that. I like that. That turned out really cute, I think. See? Okay, now, did I lose it again? See, I am so bad about losing stuff. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to take my rectangle block, which, shh, don't tell anybody, it's a close to my heart block. Well, I could take my round block. This is neither Stampin' Up! Or close to my heart. I bought this from the May Made It store at maymaymadeit.com, I think. I don't really, but I'm not quite sure, but I'll put the link in for her website. I really like this round block. It is so easy to hold on to. So I think I am going to stamp a bunch of little hearts on my, all over my little thing, and I was going to use, I think I'm going to use soft suede. Now, one thing I'm missing about Close to My Heart is Close to My Heart came out with the magnetic ink pads, but that's okay. It's not going to deter me from doing this. So we're going to do some stamping on and some stamping off. Give it a little bit of a contrast in here. You see? Someday, my goal will be to have good camera equipment, but right now, I'll just use my iPhone because my iPhone is a pretty good tool. Pretty useful for doing stuff like this. It's okay if the hearts don't turn out exactly perfect because we're going to be covering most of them up. So, okay. Now we got little hearts because who doesn't love coffee? So there's my little hearts all stamped out. And there's my rectangle piece. So I'm going to glue that down. Okay. Gonna glue this down. That's a good thing about wet glues, because if you booper it, you can just move it right back into place. Pretty easy peasy, just like that. Alright. Okay, then I'm just going to put that across the middle, just like that. Okay, so right there in the middle. Okay, now we've got one more thing we need to stamp out, and that's our coffee cup. So this time we are going to use the rectangle one because it fits the coffee cup. And I do have Stampin' Up! Stampin' blocks, it's just I'm too lazy to pull them out right now, so but I mean, they're pretty similar, so okay, so we're gonna stamp that. I'm gonna stamp our coffee cup. Just like so, and then we are going to my nose itches. Well, at least the pesky flies stopped bothering me. Oh, there's my Great Dane. I don't know if you can see her. See, there's my Great Dane. Hopi, say hi. Hopi, Hopi. Yeah, I've shut her out. She can't come in. Oh well. Life's hard. Is it hard? There she is. You say hi to the camera, Hopi? Say hi. She's like hiding behind the ot light right there. Oh, she's gonna whine. Now she's all sad because she can't come in. Huh? Life's rough for a Great Dane, isn't it? Well, this is kind of fun. Maybe eventually I will do more live videos, but live videos kind of scare me and intimidate me right now, so eventually maybe there'll come a day. Okay, so we are going to piece this coffee cup together. So there's our coffee cup. Okay, and then we're going to spritz this down and clean it off. Now Stampin' Up! Has their own spritzer, except I'm out, so all I have is my Close to My Heart. But I need to get some more Stampin' Up! Stuff. Either one, I think they're pretty similar. And either one does the job. But I've used both. I like both. Okay, where's my stamp set? There's my stamp set. I'm gonna put the stamp back. So if I don't put it back right after I use it, I run into problems. Okay, so then I think I'm going to make the sleeve of the coffee mug, but I think I'm going to make yeah, I don't have any blue. I don't have any blue out, so I'm just going to cut a little chunk out of this. Okay. And I'm going to put this on here. And I'm going to, well, I guess it doesn't really matter what color because you're going to cut it out. So I'm going to stamp the sleeve on like the blue herringbone paper, just like that, and then cut that, clean that off, and then this is going back. See, I lost my stamp set. What did I do with my stamp set? How do I do this? It's like it just disappears. Alright, well, okay, it's gotta be around somewhere. So I just had it. Oh, there it is. See, I told you I'm so bad about that. Okay, we'll put that one back. And then we're gonna get out, and I love this saying. I love, love, love. See, the saying says, life happens, coffee helps. And I'm going to stamp that in the basic black. And the cool thing about this stamp is it fits perfectly in the sleeve part that we just stamped. So I'm kind of rub it on there a little bit, make sure it gets all nice and coated, and we're going to put that right in the middle. Can you guys see? Right in the middle. Just like so. Why does it look purple? Maybe my ink is running out. Oh well. It still looks okay. Okay, now we're going to cut this sleeve out. And then this is going to get glued on right over our little coffee cup. There's our little sleeve. Uh-oh, kind of blooped my glue. Okay. So this goes on the coffee cup. So it looks like a sleeve is on it. Okay, and then I think for our lid, we may use, should we use the wood grain or the green stripey? I think we'll use the green stripey lid. Okay, let's clean this one off. Ugh, phew, sprayed in my face. Okay. And then, oh. Okay, then I have my coffee lid. And actually we're going to stamp this on white paper with the soft suede. This, I found out, takes a good firm push down, especially on the bottom strip, because if you don't really push down on that bottom part, it doesn't really come out that good. So we're going to cut my lid out. So, does anybody have any suggestions of what to do with all your scrap papers? I have so many scrap papers right now. I do not know what to do with them all. Seriously, I feel like I'm being swallowed alive by scrap papers. And I just went through all my paper pads and stuff because I have so much paper. I have not used it in years. So this is going to go right on top of the coffee cup. And there we go. And I guess, I don't know. I don't really see a drinking straw. I guess that's a drinking straw, but we don't, oh, that's a coffee stirrer. I guess we don't really need the coffee stirrer. Alright. Then we're going to pop this up. There's our little coffee cup. Starbucks, eat your heart out. Okay. Then we're going to I really like that. I really like these new snips too from Stampin' Up. They work awesome. And I really like cutting my foam dots in half to save, well, just to save them, because unless it's a big area, but this isn't a really big area, so. Alrighty. So we're going to peel off our backing. And I think I might trim down the little sleeve just a wee little bit. Alright, and then our coffee cup is going to go kind of at an angle, right like that. And there we have it. There's my card challenge card. This was a lot of fun making. I wish I had more bling to it, but actually I do have my Wink of Stella. I'm going to use my Wink of Stella across the paper here and make it a little, just a tad bit more blingy, because you can't have a card without the bling. And then I think on some of the little hearts, I'm going to color them in. And add a little bit more bling to it. Alright. And that's it. I don't know if you can see the bling or not, but there it is. Well, that was fun making. I had one more idea for a card. So that's my card challenge card. And then I had one more idea for a card. I was going to use up my paper strips, and I've already started. So I really like this fun way of using up paper strips. So when you have paper scraps, and like cutting your paper down doesn't have to be like totally perfect or anything, but I start making paper strips and gluing them down on my card. There's that pesky fly. So I start just gluing down little strips of paper with my paper scraps, because I hate wasting paper scraps. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. So I cut some down. Ah, why did I glue it on my... I wanted the blue side up. Oh well, that's okay, that's okay. Ah, stupid fly. This fly has been bugging me all day. Go away, fly. Okay, I don't want to get my scissors all gluey, so I'm going to get one of my older pairs. And then all you do is you cut down your overhangs when you get done. But you want to use an old pair of scissors, because your scissors tend to get a bit gluey on this. Just like so. Alright, I will send you a picture. I'll post a picture when I get finished with this. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me in making my card challenge for my first Stampin' Up! Demo meeting tomorrow night. And thanks for watching, and I'll remain positively Debbie. Bye.